The Alaska Aces made an early exit in the PBA Philippine Cup playoffs, bowing to the #1 seed Phoenix Fuel Masters, but the Aces made a valiant stand, finishing 8th in the elimination round despite having a number of key players in the injured list. And joining me right now are Chris Banchero, Simon Enciso, Sonny Thos, and their head coach, one and only Alex Compton of the Alaska Aces. Good morning, gentlemen. Welcome to the show. You've been here before, have you?
Yeah.
First time.
First time? Chris?
Yep.
Simon?
I think it's my second time.
Second time.
Yeah, first time.
First time. Welcome to the show, and welcome back to the show. Coach, you had a lot of injuries in the Philippine Cup. We were just talking about it during the break. Vic Manuel, Kevin Racal, JV Casio, even Simon went down with injuries when you started out your campaign in the Philippine Cup. And then Chris and Sonny were also battling wounded, correct?
Yeah.
You're also playing wounded, injured, but yet you made it to the playoffs, you know, with what you had. Describe your conference, the Philippine Cup. Describe it in one word.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. I actually, in November, I was already talking to our trainer about what I foresaw with injuries. Simon needed surgery. He had knee surgery.
Yeah.
These guys played a lot of minutes for being banged up. We knew JV was injured, Vic was injured, Kevin was injured, and they were playing injured.
And those are all crucial pieces in your rotation.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then there was just even things like Devon Potts had an injury to his foot. G-Boy Babylonia, our rookie, got an injury to his foot. I walked in before our NLEX game, and Simon and Chris are getting IVs. Guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're just like a hospital right now. It was crazy. And then I missed the first 2 weeks of the preseason. I had to go back to attend some family stuff. So I basically wasn't with the team on the basketball court until our first game at Rain or Shine. I flew in midnight February 2, and we're playing February 3. Like, hey guys, all right, let's play.
But you still made the playoffs. That is indeed crazy. How about you, Chris? Describe your conference, Philippine Cup, for Alaska in one word. Coach said crazy.
I hope it's a blessing.
Blessing.
I hope that we learn from the mistakes we made in the first conference and use it as fuel to approach this next conference. I know we didn't play as well as we should. I didn't step up, and other guys didn't do their job, and that's why we didn't play as well as we needed to. But like I said, if we can use it as fuel to become better, we can use it in this next conference and really make a run for a championship.
Simon, you?
Just to piggyback on what Coach Alex said, probably tough. Just
Really
dealing
tough,
with, you know, missing key pieces on the team and battling tough teams as well in the league. I think really made our character stronger as in the team coming together. So like Chris said, I hope we learn from our mistakes and take the lessons and just come back this conference more motivated.
Stronger and show what, you know, Alaska is really, because you, if you're healthy, it would have been really, really different, in my opinion. Sonny, how about you?
Yeah, just following from there as well, to add on to it, I look at it as an opportunity. Here we had a few guys, key guys that was out, so here was an opportunity for other guys to step up,
That's right.
get their confidence going. So when the guys do get back, it'll be more, you know, more successful yet to come. So yeah, that's how I look at it.
Coach, it's we, not me. That's who you are as a team. We, not me. That's, I think, for me, Alaska. But just how difficult was that, making do of what you had? You had limited personnel, considering that, you know, you have to have that team effort, but you're missing pieces. How difficult was it all conference long for you, especially coming from the finals in the Governor's Cup?
Well, I think as a coach, we love preparation and practice time. So not being with the guys to start, and then there was a 2-week FIBA break that I had planned on being our preseason. I had planned 2-a-days, which these guys are probably happy we didn't have, but a bunch of stuff to sort of get us up to speed so we could have stuff to draw on, because we were going to condense our next 8 games in about 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of games and not a lot of teaching time. And then we got into those 2-week FIBA break, and we had 7 or 8 guys almost every single practice. So we couldn't even play 5-on-5.
Wow.
So while I was excited for other guys to get their chance, some of the guys that would have had their chance were also injured. And so it was tough to polish things when you can't go 5-on-5. Of
course.
You know, I don't know how you guys remember, but we was like, all right, let's play 3-on-3 again.
Really?
Yeah.
There was a time that you just played 3-on-3?
Because we literally had 7 players or 8 players for 10 of our practices.
Wow.
So we just couldn't, you know, it was tough to get a rhythm.
Yeah.
And the guys did, our guys are great. It really is we, not me. These guys, they do what you ask. They do it hard.
No complaints.
But you can't, I mean, you need to practice some 5-on-5 to get better. We just couldn't get there for a lot of times. So if we can just take the lessons out of it, as these guys said, then hopefully, I thought that this conference was going to be one step backwards, two step forwards. Hopefully the next two conferences, and we'll see what happens.
Commissioners and the governors.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
It was mentioned earlier, Sonny did mention stepping up. Chris, for you, talk about the players who stepped up in the absence of your key guys.
Well, I thought everybody stepped up in certain points during the conference. Obviously, we couldn't put it together all at the same time, but I thought Brian played very well throughout the conference, and he's going to be a big piece for us coming up. Abel, Devon, they all stepped up when they needed to. Thought Jerron played well. But yeah, Jake gave us good energy as well, and we're going to need all of them here in this next conference. So it's pretty much our time for everybody to step up.
Sonny, you are the longest tenured Alaska player. Been there since 2004, correct? You are the veteran of this team. You've been there through ups and downs, roller coaster rides of Alaska. Talk about the character of this team, this particular team, the Alaska Aces team that you have now, despite playing minus a lot of key guys.
Exactly. Despite missing a lot of the key guys, the character with these guys, they just come into work every day. Like we've had several opportunities in finals appearances and still, weren't able to get over it. But come next conference, guys are back at it in the gym, back at it in the weight room, and working hard. No complaints, no nothing. They just come in and work, and that's what I really admire about these guys a lot.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one because no one backs down from your team. I see you have a lot of fighters in your team, and this kid right here. Every time I see him, Simon, just go shoot the ball, just go keep on shooting, and he stepped up big time. Especially when Calvin left the team, you stepped up big time. You knew your role was going to be heavier. You'd get your shots up, your touches. Talk about that pressure on your part. Was there pressure on your part? Big shoes to fill, so to speak.
No, I don't think there was any pressure. I think we on this team, everybody's pretty supportive. So everybody has each other's back. So I didn't feel any pressure. I just, put the work in and followed the guys who have already been on this team for so long and, took their advice on how to approach things. And I kind of just put my head down and put the work in and luckily, it was successful.
Yeah, and you meshed really well. It was like seamless for me when you fit in with Alaska. It was just, he's the perfect piece for this team.